at age 30 and he's re-entering the market, I mean, could he not still get a 4-year, $120 million deal?
I would, yeah. I mean, yeah. That,
you would think?
I would think that.
And we're still 4 years from now.
It might be a shorter-term deal, but I still think he gets a good annual, like at least $30 million or whatever. But he's not even getting $30 million here. Like that's what's crazy to me. It's not even. He's getting 25 basically a year, which there's multiple major leaguers that have been making more than that a year.
I mean, if he could legit play to age 39, I think that's the smartest deal. If you want the most money, is to take that Dodger deal and re-up at age 30, and then get the biggest, longest term.
Or even telling the Phillies, I'll take your 10-330. Give me a 10-330. I'll get rid of my opt-outs. And then he gets that 330 by age 36, not by age 39. He gets it earlier, and then he can do whatever he wants. He can retire, or he can try to, get a 1 or 2 year deal and just try to chase a ring or whatever. But
sure,
I mean, it's like that's what crazy to me. So I don't know. I don't know if the opt-outs will hook up. Now I can't imagine that like their camp's coming out and saying, "Oh, Bryce never wanted opt-outs." Like really? like I just.
But again,
it's like
I don't know.
Who knows?
You're going with the Dodgers, who are right there right now for 4 years. There's a clear window.
I like the. Did you hear the Tigers player quote after? So Bryce, it was one of the Tigers writers had tweeted it out and said in the clubhouse, like hearing that Harper signed until age 39, and a Tigers player said, age 39. He goes, why does he want to play baseball that long? This game sucks. And obviously they won't tell you who that player was, but you know what? Baseball with the Tigers might suck in 2019. So.
Well, it wasn't Jordy Mercer or Josh Harrison.
But that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, wait a minute. Now it can't be somebody who just signed there, and I don't think it came from Jordy or Jay. So because they actually got major league deals.
So it's probably Jose Iglesias. They're still just quoting him as one of the Tigers players.
Yeah, but
God. Oh wait, never mind. He's a minor league free agent. That's right, because the Pirates don't sign people.
Yeah, he signed with the Reds as a minor league free agent. But anyway,
yeah.
Harper and Manny both got paid. They're both off the market. And that's that. So free agency's over, Donardo. Even though
it's not. Even though that's a sad thing. It's not even close to being over.
Ken Rosenthal.
We're a week into spring training.
Ken Rosenthal trying to get Adam Jones signed. I mean, have you ever seen something like that too? He tweets out about Adam Jones, how a great leader and mentor he is. I'm not reporters are coming out and trying to get these guys signed. This is nuts. And Adam Jones, I mean, come on, leader and mentor. Ken Rosenthal knows better than that. There's just people say stuff like that, and I'm sure he's a great clubhouse guy. I'm sure he's a great guy to have in a team and fun to be around. But there's look, baseball today, the analytics. There's no way to quantify that. Nobody's paying him off of that.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll look at it this way. He doesn't deserve a contract more than many other players, and those other players are getting minor league deals and such. So, right. It's I get it. If that's what these guys are getting, then I see why Adam Jones isn't signed. I mean, the thing is, I think he belongs in the MLB still. I mean, he still should, get a chance. Well, he's not overly old. I know he wasn't that productive, and he's been steadily declining. Shout out to Andrew McCutchen, but Andrew McCutchen has been superiorly more.
McCutchen's been
productive.
He's been a better defender, but he's been a much better hitter than Adam Jones is over his career.
Jones basically, I mean, he's a replacement level.
I know,
but at the same sense, come on I guess you know what I was gonna say. He can come on for a minor league deal, and he can get what Brett Lowry's getting. Have a chance to make $7 million in the major league.
Incentives for $7 million, yeah.
Right.
I don't think it's the case that
the thing I'm saying is he deserves a shot, but I think there's also a problem right now in the market. The market's adjusted, and there's a lot of players who aren't adjusting, and that's why they're not signed.
Exactly. I don't think it's we don't know this, but I don't think it's a case of Adam Jones is nobody's calling his phone. I think it's a case of he's looking for something. He probably wants to see the McCutchen deal fall into his lap, and he's not getting it. McCutchen at this point.
And that I absolutely agree with.
McCutchen signed early, and I think that benefited him big time. And plus, he's been
he said
just
himself,
a better player.
Why did I sell the Phillies? Did you see what they paid me?
Exactly. So there you go. So, who knows? If let's say McCutchen had turned that deal down like Grandal turned the Mets deal down early on. Does McCutchen still have that deal hanging out there right now with Harper already signed?
Absolutely not.
Not from the Phillies, probably. So,
I mean, it's the issue with Craig Kimbrell right now. It's not that people don't want Kimbrell. It's not that I'm sure he's not getting any phone calls or offers. It's just that it's not what he wants to sign.
He wants $100 million. Good luck.
I mean, it's the same thing we saw with Manny and Bryce. It's not that teams aren't wanting to spend money. It just wasn't at the level, I guess, that they're willing to.
Right. So it's interesting. Like I said, they're still free agents. The Pirates are as far as the Pirates are concerned, free agency's over. I think we've figured that out.
As soon as the calendar flipped to 19, that was over.
It really did. Like once you started seeing pitchers and catchers reporting, it was like it's over. They still signed a couple minor league deals, but I think that's it. So let's get into some actual Pirate talk. But yeah,
before you do,
the National League, man.
National
League's gonna be crazy.
I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. Say it on the podcast. And here I'm going to quantify. So, as I've been touting for so many years about Bryce Harper being very overrated, I just want to say this. I'm just going to point it out once again and quantify it. So you have an idea of why I'm saying this and how I come up with it. This is why I didn't think... I mean, I'm talking about this contract, $330 million. Like, it's not bad, but if they view Harper to be that great, then that's one thing. But the thing is, I don't think Harper is this great of a baseball player. Myself, and Ryan, I think you said this as well. You would much rather have Machado, correct? Than Harper? Ryan? Ryan, are you there? Okay. Well, I'm going to keep talking. So, Bryce Harper is clearly an overrated player in my eyes. And here's why. So, like I said, this is why I think he had a hard time finding people to sign him. And it was because when you take out these MVP season, and yes, I understand it's an MVP season, and you're taking one away, but every other year around that, he has not been that good of a player. And the thing I'm getting at is I compared him to Starling Marte. And actually, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to take credit for that. That was out there by, I believe, Bloop and the Blast, who put it out there first. I hope he wants to be mentioned in this. But
I'm sure he does.
It's a very, very valuable point. So just so you understand, when you take out that one season, right, in my eyes, the outlier, Bryce Harper has amassed 21.4 WAR per Fangraphs, okay, F-WAR. So he's amassed 21.4 WAR. Starling Marte has amassed in his career 21.2. Let's line out their plate appearances, Ryan. Harper has 3,303 plate appearances, where Starling Marte has an exact even 3,400. So almost the same thing. So when you take out that one season, that's why I said it, Harper and Marte are the same player. No, they do it differently. But when you look at the value, they're valued almost exactly the same. Harper has .649 WAR per plate appearance, and Marte has .624 WAR per plate appearance. I mean, they're essentially almost like the same exact player. So this is why I don't feel Harper deserves that contract. I would much rather have Manny Machado.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on the Manny thing. The thing with Harper, and you're right, that 2015 season, his MVP season, that's the outlier right now for him. I mean, just look at Baseball Reference. I mean, that's, like that year sticks out like a sore thumb. Every other, OPS plus, 118, 133, 111, 198, and then he went back 114, 156, 133. Career high in home runs, hasn't sniffed that again. Had a 460 on base, his best year. Besides that's 413, 649 slugging percentage. Hasn't touched that. So I mean, it's true. I mean, that is the outlier. So it's like, are we going to see that kind of season from Harper again, or is he going to be somewhere in the middle there, like last year, 800, high 800 OPS. He'll give you some home runs. He's going to strike out some, but whatever, and the defense is whatever, isn't really good. So Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's that season that he had at age 22 is what just threw his hype level to an extreme, and it's been there since.
Exactly. Now, you can have me on record, and I'll definitely say it again. Like, if I had an option between these two, and of course at the same age, I'm going to take Harper all day long because I know that ceiling that he has and like what he could potentially do. But again, the thing is, he hasn't really done it except for that one time.
Yeah.
And that's what worries me. When you're going to give this type of contract out to a player, I would want to see them do it, more than once. Think about like Machado, he's actually put up more than 5 WAR, I think 6 WAR like 4 times. He's put up good numbers multiple times. That's his rapport. That's what he can do. That's his average. Where Harper is essentially Starling Marte when you take that out, and that's a bit worrisome. So yeah. So again, I just want to put it out there. So 3,000, basically 97 plate appearances separates them without that one season Harper had, and Harper only has 0.2 more WAR.
Send your hate tweets to @Donardo's Dugout or the Donardo's Dugout. Which one?
Well, it's just Donardo's Dugout.
Donardo's Dugout. There you go.
If I'm ever even on that anymore.
@Donardo's Dugout. Oh, you're on it. If I'm tweeting on North Shore 9, you show up. So,
anyways.
All right. Can we move on from Harper?
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. So let's get into some Pirates spring training news down here in Bradenton. So, game started. Not much going on. We've had a couple injuries, couple like, where the heck is this guy? Wondering where that stuff's at. Jung Ho Gung's hitting home runs. Jason Martin's hitting home runs, which is good to see. But kind of want to just talk about a couple things, Donardo. So, a couple things. We've seen a couple injuries here from Diaz and Chisenhall. So, Chisenhall is now, he was supposed to be reevaluated today. I haven't heard anything, to say what basically more of it. Sounded like it was like a lower tightness, extremity tightness or something. I don't know. It was.
Yeah, that's what they said.
It's honestly, this wouldn't be a story if it wasn't Lonnie Chisenhall. Like, Chisenhall's history obviously has been injuries after injuries after injuries. So when you see, Chisenhall is being evaluated and reevaluated, hopefully it doesn't come of anything. But I think he only played in like 27 games last year, right?
28, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't
29, but basically,
much.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he did not play in many. Put it that way.
So there's that, and then Diaz now. So this came out earlier in the week, last week. So Diaz basically said that he may not be ready for opening day as he remains sidelined due to a virus of an undisclosed nature. And they talked to the sports medicine Todd Tomzak, and he said he'll be shut down for a couple of weeks due to an illness. So I'm not really sure. What does that sound like to you, Donardo? Do you have any idea?
It sounds bad.
It doesn't sound good, right?
And the reason I say that is, I don't know. You have a stomach bug. All right, I'm out for a few days.
Right.
And I'm back. And, obviously, we're talking about professional athletes, not myself. So I might need a few days to recoup after that to get myself back into shape and playing games and stuff. So I can get, maybe a week or so. But like this, we're uncertain if he's going to be back by opening day, which, mind you, is in 3 weeks. Almost 4.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned. What is going on with him?
Yeah,
and they're not coming out saying it's a stomach bug.
Yeah, well,
there seems to be a bit of concern.
If it was a stomach bug, they wouldn't shut him down for a couple weeks. I've never
no, they would just come out and say he has a stomach bug.
That's like a virus. For it to be a virus and you get shut down, I have no idea. I don't know if he's got some kind of. There's some weird viruses out there, Donardo. There's some, especially when different countries and everything. There's some bizarre stuff that people can get. So we saw who was that last year? Was that Sondergrad that got the hand, foot, and mouth disease?
Everyone was getting it in New York.
I know.
Yeah.
And of course they hit the Mets team of all things.
Right.
But yeah, so there's some bizarre viruses out there, but I read this and that doesn't sound good. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But when they're throwing in that basically opening day could be a question. So I mean, we've talked about this, all offseason kind of. Stallings out of options, so, are they going to carry 3 catchers? How's this going to work out? I mean, this is possibly new life for Stallings, is it not?
It certainly is. I mean, this will fix your what do we do with Stallings?
Yeah.